Well, we all like to capture our family memories by way of photographs.
But did you know you don't have to settle for a family photo in a studio? You can capture the special moments on the sand, by the sea. In fact, joining us today to tell us more about it is Dave Koster, who's the owner of Portraits in the Sand in Rehoboth Beach. Thanks for joining us, Dave.
You're welcome.
Boy, you have got some terrific examples
These are great.
here.
Thank you.
You do all kinds of things, from family to like anniversary to even, you got some four-legged friends over there as well.
Yep.
What all do you do? Tell me about this.
Yeah, dogs are part of the family, so we photograph everybody all together.
And it turns out wonderfully, too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Now, a lot of these pictures, and by the name of your company, they are on the beach. Why do you like these beach pictures? I mean, I love them. They're beautiful.
And that's why people love them more, because it's in a place that they like, something special to them. So everybody's more relaxed, they're happier, you get better expressions out of them. And when it's on the wall at home, you're always looking at it and always happy to be bringing you back to that happy place.
Now,
Yeah.
some of the, I like that one.
Aw.
That's a great shot right
That
there.
is adorable.
It's not, and I guess that's a good example. It's, oh, look at this one. It's not always about posing, is it?
It isn't. Posing is nice, and we organize and get the nicely well-lit posed shot, and then after that we let them relax and play a little bit and do some fun things. So they're still kind of guided, you know, it doesn't just always happen by itself by chance.
Right.
It's kind of set up, but being in the right spot at the right time, under the right conditions, and then getting all the right angles and expressions all come together.
I imagine that's when you get some of your best pictures.
It is. It
Yeah,
is a
when
lot
they're
of the
a little more
favorites.
candid. This is some video of the set.
shoots.
Aw. So adorable. Now I notice in the pictures that everyone is wearing like a light blue, khaki, white shirts. Is there a reason for that?
It is. You want to blend in with your environment, and you want to match. That way you're going to look at everyone's faces and expressions more. The more contrast you have, the more things stand out and distract you from looking at those faces and expressions.
See, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I always wondered that when I saw these pictures.
Well, it also has a slimming effect when everyone's matching too. If there's
Oh.
contrast adds weight to you in a portrait. So everyone wants to look their best, and that's all part of it.
See, this is why we need him. I had absolutely no clue about any of that.
So our next photo shoot, you're going to be wearing
yes.
like
I'll be in the skinny white shirt. What about time of day? Does it matter what time you show up?
It does. Well, every day is different. The sunset changes throughout the year. Also the weather, the clouds. So I have to be part-time weatherman too.
Yeah, because you prefer not so sunny days. You like to have some clouds in the sky?
Yes.
Why
When you
is
have
that?
clouds, it softens the light, you squint less, and you have less shadows. It's kind of like studio lighting.
What's that on the far right of this? Did you make special arrangements for that rainbow in your shot?
So those days that you're calling for rain, sometimes there may be a rainbow back there. So if we can time it and guide you just right, you can get lucky.
And the rainbow's free of charge, right?
It is. No extra.
So when it comes to framing the shot, that takes a little bit of skill too about how to set up what's going to be in the picture.
It does. You want to pay attention to the whole background, where your heads are placed in the image. Most of the time you don't want just one person standing straight looking at the camera,
Right.
dead in the middle. Looks more like a target and a bullseye. You want to have your eye to be able to flow through the image and enjoy it and come back. So you also have your rule of thirds that a lot of the artists use, you know, at those power points in the image, so your eye can go right to that spot.
Now, is there more you have to do? Like, if I want my family portrait taken on the beach, do I have to make arrangements and do things like that?
You do. There's only one sunset a day.
Yeah.
So we try to give you the best weather and lighting to make everyone look as nice as possible. And then you're kind of on call on that day, and we get in touch with you later in the afternoon to narrow down that best weather and lighting. And then I can use my WBOC weather app and check out the radar and satellite images and help determine what's going to be the best time at that location closest to you.
Right, right.
Sure.
Now, you do some black and white photos as well.
We do, yes. Any of the images we take, we can also print them on a true black and white paper. So it is a real black and white image, but the colors are so nice out on the beach, you do take away from that.
There's one right there. That is gorgeous.
If you have a black and white area at home, you want to match the images up in a collection, that looks fine together.
Right.
And we have, when you come into the studio to view your images, we project them up on the wall and we can click the button and look, this is how you look in black and white.
okay.
Oh, back to color.
Nice.
Oh, I thought I wanted black and white, but color does
Maybe
really
not.
look a lot better.
Dave, thank you. This is obviously
like
a
a
whole lot
lot.
more than just point and shoot, isn't it?
It sure is.
I didn't realize that. Dave Koster,
You're
thank
welcome.
you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful to have you here. Whew, wow. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, just because the weather is going to turn a little bit colder does not mean you don't have some gardening to do.
Today we're talking about fall gardening and why for some trees and shrubs, it's better to plant in the fall. Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.